So I wanted to make this video because I felt like it was really important since I successfully completed a year off drinking, and my whole intention to do that was to change my relationship with alcohol. And I have to say I definitely did that, but in a completely different way than I expected. I initially thought I would take the year off and then integrate back into normal life of drinking occasionally in a more normal way. I don't know exactly how normal people do it, but I mean, I don't know, a glass here and there. So it's a little bit more awkward than I thought. There's somebody right there. Okay. So I should say that I have drank alcohol since I completed my year. It actually took me about a month after I reached a year to try it again. I was so afraid, and I did that with one glass of champagne, and it was scary. It was really scary to let myself drink, but I didn't want the fear to consume me. I mean, I wanted to be a normal person. So I ended up drinking the glass of champagne, and I felt it a lot. But I mean, I didn't get drunk exactly, but I felt it more than I expected. And I was hungover for 3.5 days after that. So that sucked. And I was really scared that I was just going to completely go back to being so anxious and just all the negative aspects that alcohol brings. But I was so fortunate that by day 4, I was completely normal again. And fast forward about a month later, I decided to try it again, and this time I wanted to drink more just to see what it was like feeling drunk again. I mean, not super drunk, but I just wanted to feel more than one glass of champagne just to see what it was like, and I did. And again, it was not worth it. So I guess I just wanted to make this video because I personally don't know of an example of somebody who took a year off with the intention of trying to integrate back into normal life and having actually successfully drank again. I've seen many people who are sober forever after they decide to go for a year, which I think is definitely the right way to go. But for me, I had to know what it would be like to drink again if I could go back to normal, which I don't even know what normal is exactly, but now I see it is not worth it whatsoever. One thing I did notice, which was really weird from both of the times that I've tried, and I have not drank since then, and I definitely don't even intend on doing that again, was when I was drinking both times, I felt like it was so boring. It was so weird. I remember it being so fun, and I remember almost looking forward to it more than anything. Just, I could not wait to drink again. It was kind of pathetic. But now that I drank, I remember just thinking, what is the point? This is so boring. I wanted so badly to just be sober, because seriously, sober life is so much more fun and more beautiful and better than drinking. And it's like my life has drastically improved. Alcohol used to seriously be like the highlight of my day, but now that I took that year off, in that year I started valuing my life so much more, and my self-confidence has skyrocketed that when I decided to drink, I felt like this is so pointless and unnecessary, and I wanted to just do normal things that didn't involve drinking. I felt like it completely brought my quality of life down, whereas before it was almost like the only thing that brought my quality of life up, if that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with people who do drink alcohol, but for me, it just isn't right. And I had to try it to know. And now I definitely know it's so not worth it. Even in the moment, it wasn't worth it. it's like you'd think it would be fun in the moment and then you pay the repercussions later with the hangover. But in my experience doing it those 2 times, both doing it and the repercussion was not worth it at all. I'm just so thankful that I am able to recover from those times. Overall, I just wanted to tell you guys that I did actually drink twice, and I don't intend on drinking again, and it's so clear. It used to be a crutch, and now I want nothing to do with it, truly, to my core. Absolutely nothing to do with it. It's not worth it at all. I can't even think of a single time where it would benefit me. It is so boring and just so unnecessary, and the hangover is horrific. I did completely feel like I was back at rock bottom in terms of anxiety and just misery. I felt so sick. It felt like the worst hangover of my life both times, but I'm so thankful that now I feel way better, back to square one, back to how I did when I wasn't drinking. And I want to maintain that. It's so much more beautiful living life sober, experiencing the world and seeing its beauty as it is. Because seriously, my sober living, it's like I can find the beauty in the most mundane things, and I feel so grateful for the smallest things. But those 2 times when I was drinking, I felt so numb almost, like I no longer cared about anything, and I wasn't grateful, and I even felt negative for days after. And I'm just not that much of a negative person, but I felt so irritable and just like ungrateful. I was in a place that I really don't want to be. Anyway, there's really not a whole lot that I can say about this other than I tried drinking twice and I don't want to drink again. This whole experiment was to change my relationship with alcohol, and it did in the unexpected way that I'm not going to be integrating it back into my life, that I much more prefer being sober. And other than that, if you've been watching my whole series, thank you so much. And if not, feel free to check that out if you want some motivation to stop drinking. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.